Yeah. So good evening, guys. Today we are going to talk about Docker. Okay. So whenever we are going to talk about Docker, so first thing in our mind it will come. What is that? There are four major things which is important in Docker: application, Docker image, Docker container, Docker engine. What is an application? Let's talk about the real-time scenario. Food, Docker container is my suppose lunch box. It will become my recipe. This will going to become my user who is going to pack the lunch box. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about application now. Guys, what is an application here? Application is your food. Docker container is your lunch box. Now there is a food and there is a lunch box. Let's assume that food is going to be inside in the lunch box only, right? This box is lunch box. This is your food, which means box is container, food is application. What is application? Application is your website. What is container? Container where we are going to store the application. And we can store different application, guys. Every applications are having their own libraries, their own dependency. Yes, am I right? Dependency. So every applications are having their own terms. Now if I talk about the Docker image is nothing but it is a blueprint. It is a blueprint of your it is blueprint of your application. Okay. So what is Docker image? Blueprint of your recipe plus food. Sorry, lunchbox plus food. See what is Docker image. Docker images is consists by adding of these two terms, food and lunchbox, guys. While we add these two terms, it will going to become the recipe. Understood? Then what is the role of Docker engine? Docker engine is nothing but it is an user who is going to pack the lunchbox. These four terms you need to understand. Right now, let's take the example for the real time example. There is a developer 1, developer 2. This developer 1 build one application. This developer 1 is also having some libraries which is used by himself, some dependency. Okay. Now same thing he wants to share to the developer 2, but developer 2 is saying it is not working on my system. It is not working on my system due to Python version is new. Yeah. So every developer are using their own Python version. What is the solution? This is a problem, but what is the solution? Solution is very simple. Again, I will say Docker. Why Docker is going to become a solution? There is a one container. Number of developer can attack in that container. Developer 3, 4, 2, 1. Whatever they want to upload the Python file, different files they want to upload. Every files are having their own versions. Version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, whatever. So all versions can be suitable in the container because container is going to provide you online virtual services, right? So you can get the access, guys. Here no problem, we can get the access. Okay, that is the role of Docker. Now let's come back to the git bash. Before starting the git bash, this is my Docker, guys. Here you can see no, nothing is there, everything is by default, right? So let's see, अगर डिलीट करे तो कितने डिलीट होंगे. So coming to my container was deleted, but coming to images is saying that image Ubuntu later is in use. Delete the container that using it and try again. So automatically one was deleted. Only Ubuntu is there, right? So we can't, right? Now, guys, now we need to go with just a minute. So here what is happening? See, with this command docker ps space minus a, I got to find out how many. Here what is happening with this command, I can see how many container is in the running stage. Now I find out my Ubuntu is there, right? where is my Ubuntu? This Ubuntu is running, right? So I just docker stop id. What is the id of the Ubuntu? This is the id. I just stop it. Now what I will do, now I will go with the remove. Without any stop we can't go with the remove. Now you can see it has been done. Now come back here, just click on delete. uh Ubuntu image, Ubuntu latest is in use, delete the container. Okay, so where it is used, it is not in using, right? Docker, see, no Ubuntu is using, right? I think Ubuntu is not in using stage. Okay, leave it. Let's start our own process, guys. Later on we will check if any problem will come, we will rectify the problem that time. Okay, so let's start from the scratch. So let's see the Docker. I was talking about Docker, which version is there. My Docker version is this. All good, all good, all good. Fine. Version is good. Now we will go with Docker info. I can see four containers are there and four containers are in the stopping stage. Every containers, all containers are in my stopping stage, guys. Yeah. So this is container. All are in stopping stage. They are not current working, right? So what we will do? Docker rm. Guys, we need to check it will going to delete or not. Yeah, it is getting deleting, right? So before doing anything, just we need to delete the container. Previously I created this so many container, right? And you know what, if you create one of the container, some of the container is going to create by automatically. That is a role of Docker. Okay, so one by one we are deleting everything to make my space free and to make my machine to understand the upcoming commands. Now we will go with this term, guys. Now you can see nothing is here. Now come back to image. I go with delete. Now image has been created, deleted, right? So now everything is fresh. Everything is fresh, right? Now we will go with the Docker pull engines. This is a server. It is showing you using default tag latest. It will take few time, Anna, to get my engine server done. So guys, why we are doing this thing? To store the application libraries, dependency, operating systems into it, right? So instead of installing engines manually, Docker download everything ready made. है. So now example, let's take like downloading a game setup file before installing. The same process is this. Now we will go with the downloading the image. Docker image. So previously what we did, engines latest one of the image was there showing, it was showing the one of the image. So latest. Okay. So before what we did, we just downloaded. First we saw that Docker. What type of Docker, what version is it is, right? Then we given the service is in running or not. Then we install the image. Once I install my image, this is the image, guys. This is the process of installing the image. This is the process of installing the image. Once I done with that, then I will going to check my image. Okay, pull. Now my image was done. Download image is there. If you run this command, here you will going to find out your engine server, engines image. Now what I will do, Image is what? Blueprint of your container. Previously I created the container, but this is, sorry, previously I created engine server which is comes under image. Now what we will do? What is the next command? Docker run engines. Done. It is running. Control C. Running will going to be stop. Understand, guys? Now Docker PS. Here we are going to find out the container. Nothing is there, guys. Nothing is there. I need to create it. Huh? Again the same process. Again the same process. Now, okay. So now I need to give certain name, right? So Docker run name. We will do what now? We will write here portfolio. Okay, portfolio. So it is happening again. Now it was running in the name of portfolio engines. Okay. So it will run. It will take time. Okay. Now Control C, the same process. Now what we will do, before we created container, Docker run and engines run container, then we checking it is running properly or not. Now we are checking the name is working or not. We given the name, right? That's fine. Now what we will do, we will run the container in the background. It is giving me error. What type of error? Already it is in the using. Now come back to here. Leave it our image container portfolio. This only. It is running stages, right? So what we are checking, we are going to make this uh, container in the, we want to run this container in the background. Now we need to stop this, right? So how we are going to stop? So I copy the id, sorry, wait, just a minute. So it was stop, right? So what we did, we just stop the that one, remove. Now we are going to remove. Now what I will do, rmi ubuntu, ubuntu error. Why error? Because there is nothing. Now my Docker is clear, right? It is clean. Now we need to start the process from scratch again, guys. Now see, when I running this command, now it was running. Now it was getting process, right? So let's check the Docker process. Now it was stored in this name. So what is happening? By default, some of the container is going to be run with the same ID but the different name. So the same problem it will going to be happen. So we need to stop the process. Whatever the process running process is working there, now we need to stop it. After we need to run the new one, whichever we are going to do, like starting YouTube musics and continuing other work. Simple, right? We need to finish one task, whatever we are doing. Now port the mapping. We need to go with the porting the map. Uh, Now Docker run Again we are getting error. Yes. Yeah. This is the another error. Why we are getting so much error, guys? Come back to this. Portfolio become dark and 29% was using the memory. 29% was using the memory, right? Status is 10 second showing. We need to remove the portfolio. Just remove this. Bash. Sorry. Sorry. No, the portfolio was removed, right? Once we will check this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting. The porting is happening or not? No, sir. What about portfolio now? It is not there. What we will do? We will do one thing. Docker. So guys, here what happening? Sorry, I made mute. So after removing portfolio, I just run this command. Sorry, remove. My portfolio was removed. Then I run this command. Then I run this command to check all three containers. With portfolio remaining two are coming, right? That's fine, no issue. Now we need to stop. Docker stop. It will become stop. Again, what we will do? We can stop, we can start, we can remove, we can do a number of things. We can restart. Hello. So I want to remove. Before removing, you need to understand. You need to stop the process. Without any stopping process, you can't remove it. Done. Now you can go with remove. Yeah. So let's check. Nothing is there. Not portfolio is not there. We delete the container. Whatever the container we created. Now we are going to delete the image. Docker image. First we will check images is there or not. Yeah, it is there. What I will do? RMI images. Whatever the images is there. Sorry, images name is Nginx. So containers using image. Again, you need to stop this. You need to remove. So we need to remove first this which was running. Okay, this one we need to remove it. Let's check. Only one is showing. Now we will go with. Again, it is showing the error. Why? Because this is also in the running stage, right? So we need to stop this also, guys. So now come back here. Paste the ID. Copy paste done. Now it is working. Yeah, nothing is there, but Docker image is there. No, it is also not there because we removed it, right? Yeah. So free storage page now become container must be removed first. Ubuntu container. Now we will go with the Ubuntu container. Unable to find, but still it is processing the work. Okay. Now whatever the images is there, it will going to delete. Before it was deleted. Now you can see Ubuntu. New one came. New image came, right? Now guys, we need to go inside that container. uh, it is asking me to give the root ls. Present working directory is this. Exit. Done. mkdir mine app cd mine app. I want to go inside that folder. I created the folder. Touch app.js. Done. Code space dot, which is going to open your VS Code. Here the trauma is going to be happening, guys. Here you can see opening VS Code. Okay. So app.js is there. We need to write. Then console.log hello Pratik is this. Now we need to save it. Once we get the save option done, we need to create a Docker file. Right. So Docker file is going to be created. Yeah. We need to insert certain command here. So I will show you what is that. So this is that. We need to paste it here. Okay. So why we are using this term? I will explain you line by line. The first line is going to show you from node dot 18, which is going to show you we need node.js to run the JavaScript. Simple. Don't complicate the code. Second line is saying that working slash app, which is going to display you that creating the working directory. That's it. Third line is showing you copy space dot, which is going to understand that copying the project file into the image. Whatever the image is there, we are copying all the files. The last line is cmd. This is all about run the application when container is going to start. We are going to run the application whenever the container is going to start. Now come back to your bash docker. uh, we need to build the image. Yeah. How you are going to build the image? Tell me. So docker image. Yeah, we are getting the docker images. Now docker run my mine app. It is showing that not there. It is showing that not there. We came last. Don't worry. So don't worry. Now come back to the VS Code. Docker file is there, right? Just go with save. Once it has been done, come back here. No, it is still not working. So due to small spelling mistake, my this command was not run. Due to small mistake. Okay, spelling mistake. So why we are doing this? We are going to build. That's it. For building, we are going to run this thing. Now still it is going to give me a problem. Let's check. Docker file is there. App.js is also there. Using cat command, we will do cat. Yeah, cat app dot console, right? Now we will check. Docker run array. Docker run Still it was not running na guys. Still it was giving me error. So it is not running, right? So we will go with this command guys. Docker run mine app, docker build. Okay, done. Then we will go with docker image. We are going to find out so many images are there. Now I will run this. Now I will get the hello Pratik. I am getting right. Yes, because we need to check image is there or not. Got it. So what we did, just clear everything. This all are the commands we run, right? So many commands are there. Well, good. Now we will need to come back to our now done. Everything is done, guys. We created first image. What we did? We created first image. Then we created container. Then we runs the application run. These three things we done. Yeah. Docker log, container ID. Now Docker. This is ID. One command is there. We pending with that. So Docker log. See application output an error. Like checking CCTV camera footage. Yeah. So just a minute, guys. Once check the log. Yeah. What is next? It was asking me what is next. So Docker build done. The last few options are there. Satyata. मम्मा का है मम्मा को पूछ कब तक जाएंगे ये जाना है अपन को कुछ so my ubuntu is in running stage, right? Yeah. So my ubuntu come into image. This all are in the processing stage, guys. Yeah. Guys, this is what we need to understand about the docker here, what we are doing. So let's take the scratch from starting. From starting, we need to understand what we did, right? So here, what we start first, we install the Docker, right? Then we check the service is running or not. Then we check the image was downloaded or not. If image is downloaded, that also we checked, right? Then we create the container. After creating the container, we are going with the running container. We are checking the container is running or not. So after running the container, we need to go with the name. We can start the container in the background. We can run the container in the background. Then we are going to mapping the port. Now port is there, right? We are going to map. Then we can view the container is there or not. Start stop things we will do. Now after finishing of everything, we will go with the deleting the container. First we are deleting, then deleting image. We know that we don't have any container, we don't have any image, so we will going to create the Ubuntu container. Ubuntu container is going to take place. Okay. So after creating the Ubuntu container, we need to enter this container into the inside container. Ana use of certain command. We are going to create our own applications like mkdir my application, then cd my applications. Then using the touch command, we are going to create the javascript like hello pratik. In between, you saw that hello pratik run, right? Then we need to go with uh docker file which is going to create it there, right? So you know that what is useful of that docker file. I told you line 4 lines are there, right? Hope you understand about it. So once we done that, we need to build the image. After building the image, we need to check the image my app latest. So like docker image, if you click on docker image, if you click on container, run the container, docker run your application name, so automatically you will get the output like hello pratik. So everything is fine, right? Thank you guys, hope you understand what we did till now. Okay, chalo, fine. Have a nice day. And don't to forget to stop this all the containers whatever is in the running stage, right? We need to do it.